All right, here we go for our fourth homework. Let's do this Friday. For Monday, it says create a scaled copy of A, B, C, D using a scale factor of 4 and then explain. This is what we keep missing. We keep forgetting to explain anything. I'm going to show you an example over here. I've got this little drawing here. Here, we can zoom in a little bit on it. I'm going to draw this shape with a scale factor of 3. So to show my work, I need to know how do I know if I'm repeating it? Well, this part is 3, so if I'm doing it times 3, we're going to go from here to here. Times 3 is going to give me 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm almost running into my other shape. Okay, I didn't do a very good job giving myself enough space. This times 3 equals 9, so 3 times 3 equals 9 shows my work. Here, I need to repeat this. I don't have a length measurement on it. Just like on this one, there's no length measurement. But I know it goes from this corner down 2 over 1. So I'm going to go down 2 over 1. So down 2 over 1 right there. You can see it goes. That's the first one. I need to repeat that 3 times. So this is once. Repeat it again. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. This would repeat that same angle 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. You can see it repeated. This one goes across 2. So down 2 over 2. Corner to corner. So down 2 over 2 to there. Down 2 over 2. Down 2 over 2. Would do it 3 times. So it repeats that same thing. Once, twice, 3 times. So I need to repeat here exactly what I see. I can show what the straight lines are when they're measured. I can show each section here to show my work. But keep in mind that how are these moving? This angle has to stay the same because angles stay the same on scaled copies. So freeze it right there if you need to look at that while you draw. Okay? So remember, this goes down 2 over 1. And I'm going to need to repeat that 4 times. You should be able to fit it all on here. Okay? Let's look at Tuesdays. So Tuesdays says find the area of this shape below. This is a weird shape. You can do different things to decompose it, change it, move it. I drew one kind of similar here, but I noticed that if you just continue this line, you have 2 triangles. And you should remember how to find the area of a triangle. We just did it on last week's homework. It's base times height divided by 2. So focus on each triangle. Here's one. My base is a side, so 2. My height right here is 1. So for this triangle, it would be base times height divided by 2. 2 times 1 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. So the area of that little triangle right there is just 1. For this one, my base could be right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, height has to be 90 degrees all the way to that point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Divided by 2 is 10. Then I would need to add these 2 together. 10 plus 1 is 11. So I found the area of each triangle and then combined it. Oops, sorry, that's in the way. This one, I can do the same thing. I can extend this. And I've got 2 triangles. You could cut up into different shapes. You could do lots of cuts. Right here would give me a triangle. Then here would give me another triangle, and here would give me another triangle, and then I'd have a rectangle. So you decide. You can do 2 triangles by cutting across there. That would give 2 triangles. Find the area of this one and the area of this one. My base would be here. My height would be right there. My base for this one is up here. My height is right here. Okay? However you need to decompose that to make it shapes that you know how to find the area of. Find the area of each one by itself and then add them back together. This is plus right here, right? We have to add these to get our total. Okay? There's that one. I want to see your work here. Show me how you decomposed it. Okay, Wednesdays. So Wednesday says to select all the ratios. Oops. There's a typo. Select, again, shocker guys. Select all the ratios, oops, that should go right there, that are equivalent to the ratio 12:3. Explain how you know it is or isn't equivalent. So I should have some kind of explanation on each of these. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways, and then I'm going to show you a really cool little cheat for doing it fast. So one, I need to know if these are equivalent. So I would have to go, okay, to go from 15 to here, what would I multiply by? So I would have, over here I could say, okay, I'm at 15 to 3, is it equivalent to 45/15? What would I have to multiply by here? 3 times 5 on this side, same thing. So yes, it's equivalent because we multiplied by the same number. And I can just keep showing them. But this one's a lot harder. Oof, I don't know what to do on that one. So that's where I would grab my calculator and I might want to divide backwards. And it's probably going to give me an ugly number, which is okay. I shouldn't call them ugly numbers. All numbers are beautiful numbers. Okay, 15 divided by 3. It's not an ugly number, but it is a long number. It is 1.6 repeating. Okay, let's check it the other way. So I did 5 divided by 3 to see what I would multiply by. Remember what I talked about in class, dividing backwards? So here, 1 divided by 15. Ooh, is that the same number? Nope, 0.066 repeating. Not the same. Are these equivalent? No, not equivalent. Okay, that shows it. And I can keep looking through each one like that, but if you hung around this long in the video, you might want to know the little cheat code for finding out faster. So, one of the cool things about ratios is this little colon right here, this ratio symbol that says 15 to 3. For every 15 dollars, I can buy 3 cases of pop or something like that. I can find out what the relationship is by using division. So I could do 15, put that little line in there, divided by 3 is 5. 45 divided by 15. Ooh, I have things messed up. This is a 3. These are not equivalent. It's not the same number. Look at me making up problems that aren't helpful. Good thing I did my work over here and found out that it wasn't equivalent. Okay, sorry. I'm being confusing again. I don't mean to be confusing in my videos. I like my videos to be amazing, but they very rarely are. If I divide, I would get 5. On this one, when I divide, I ended up with 3. They can't be equivalent. I realized I messed up my math right here. 15 times 3 is 45, and these don't match. That's what I get for rushing. This one I can divide again. 1 divided by 5, 0.2. Still not equivalent, so no, no. 5 divided by 1. Yep. So using my division would work. I can write it out the long way to see what I would be multiplying by. But I kind of like this little division hack. So on here to show my work, I'd have to show what they equaled, write the division, and then I'd need to explain on here, circle the ones that it's a yes and the one that's a no. Okay? So you can look for the number you would multiply by. If it's the same, it's an equivalent ratio. So starting with 12 to 3, what would you have to multiply by to get to a 6 and a 1? What would you have to multiply these by to get to a 1 and a 4? Or you can do the division and see 12 divided by 3, what does that equal? Is it the same as these if I divide? If they're the same, it's an equivalent ratio. If it's not, then you know it's not equivalent. Okay, sorry that was a little messy. Let's move on to Thursdays. So Thursday says triangle S and L are scaled copies of one another. Please don't forget to explain. But what is the scale factor from S to L? So I'd want to do some counting on here, but you only have to measure one side. So for example, I drew an A and a B. If I was trying to figure out what the scale factor is, I could just pick one side. This side is 2. The corresponding side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These correspond. What would I have to multiply 2 times to get to 6? So remember, we could divide backwards. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my scale factor is 3 if I'm going this direction, right? 2 times 3 equals 6. This says what's the scale factor if we go back the other direction. So remember, when you go the other direction, You could find it in your calculator, but we learned that going the other direction, you have the reciprocal, and you would multiply by the reciprocal of 3, which is 1/3. And to explain, I would say because it is the reciprocal. Okay, so for this one, count up a side, figure out what you would multiply by, and show your work like I did here. And then tell me what is it going the other direction. You can use the reciprocal or you can use some division again to find it. Either way. And that is it for this week. Again, so sorry that I was a little confusing on Wednesdays. If that was too confusing, you can always come ask me in class. I will help you out on Wednesdays if the video was too bizarre. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and I hope everybody turns this in on Friday so we can have no homework next week.